Welcome to Benbrook United Methodist Church for our series of devotions for Holy Week. As you're preparing your hearts this Holy Week, we invite you to come out to some of our in-person services, and those are on Maundy Thursday, this Thursday at 7 p.m., Good Friday, also at 7 p.m., and both of those are in our Christian Life Center, and that's the building, big building, gym behind the church. And then on Easter Sunday, that is April the 4th at 7 a.m. in the morning, if you're an early riser, we encourage you, or even if you're not, grab an extra cup of coffee and join us in South Benbrook Park, at the park right behind the church, and we are going to have a special short service. Then at 11 a.m. we have our regular service at our Christian Life Center, and all of those services we do require mask and social distancing, but we want to invite you and strongly welcome you to come out for those services. As we get into some of the stuff that we've got going on in Holy Week, it's important for us to kind of keep in the back of our minds that Holy Week is a very sensory experience. There's a lot of touch, there's a lot of taste, there's a lot of smells, there's a lot of sight, there's a lot to hear. And so part of the reason that Holy Week is sometimes so overwhelming for us is because it is so real. It's not as if other parts of the Bible are not real. That's not what I'm saying. But this is overwhelmed. All of the details, all of the intricacies. In fact, John spends most of his gospel on that last week in Jesus' ministry. I want to focus today on some of what's going on in the temple. That Monday of Holy Week, Jesus goes into the temple and he hears a lot of commotion. There are money changers there, and they have coins they are exchanging, Roman and Greek currency from the Jewish currency. They are making a killing on the profit off the top of all of that. And they are exploiting all who come in to just do business. Likewise, there are those who have doves to sell, and that would have been for those who are getting the poorest of the poor sacrifices. It would have been a lot of widows that would have been going and purchasing those doves. And those also were being exploited. And Jesus says, you know what is needed in all of this? Not decency and being straight-laced and being very modest and very reserved. He said, there's a manner in which we're likewise going to be loud and go with the sights and the smells and the sounds of the temple. And so he gets even louder. He overturns the tables. He overturns the seats. He probably lets a few doves fly as well. He blocks them from doing any kind of business whatsoever. And in overturning everything, he creates a radical new set of authority. The Pharisees and the religious leaders, the scribes, the Sadducees, their authority has been overturned. And likewise in this week, the control that we have is overturned. We have to overturn our hearts to Jesus. And that's not easy with all the senses that we're experiencing. But I hope that you'll stay with me, and I hope that you will turn over your hearts anew to Jesus. He calls us to do something more deep, more inward-looking, even more radical, as it were. I hope you'll join us.